This is Hustle with Hondo, and this is how I went from graphic design to having an award-winning barbecue trailer. So we're gonna go through Thursday prep for Alvarado. So we'll conceptualize, we'll get everything put together, but ingredient-wise, we'll kind of get it all wrapped up. I was in graphic design for 13 years. I ran a very successful print shop. I was very into barbecue. It was more a hobby at that time. The economy kind of crashed and I ended up getting laid off from my graphic design job. The barbecue just took off. And so when the opportunity arose for me to open a restaurant here, I brought a very high level of barbecue to this area, which nobody has ever seen before. And then COVID hit. We were just doing delivery, just doing takeout, and we made it through. After that, I kind of seen that I had lightning in a bottle, and my wife and I were talking about it, and we just decided that, you know, maybe it was time for us to take our journey ourselves, and we were able to get our food trailer, and that's where we're at now. We had our trailer custom built in Houston, Texas. They did everything from the ground up. During the time that it was starting to get built was right after COVID, so a lot of metal companies, a lot of equipment companies were all back ordered. So what should have taken about 4 to 5 months ended up taking about a year. At the end of the day, you know, everything came out great. Everybody that goes into that trailer, they all tell us that, you know, they've never seen anything like that before. It's kind of broadened our audience and we're able to kind of go to different spots. We show up and give them the show. So we're super excited for tomorrow. It's one of our normal pop-up days. It's usually our big sellout day, and that's kind of the highlight of the week. It's one of those things that we always get people throughout the week that are, hey, we're ready for Friday, and they're kind of gearing themselves up. The place that we're doing it at, Alvarado Street Brewing, I mean, they have some of the best beer on the West Coast right now, and they're just getting bigger and bigger. Usually the day before, we chop all of our veggies for our pineapple pico de gallo and all of our loaded fries. We're getting all of our meats trimmed and seasoned and ready to go. The quick cooks like tri-tip, we'll trim tonight, we'll season, but we won't cook those until early in the morning. We'll pull our chickens tonight, we'll get everything all shredded apart. That's gonna go with our white barbecue sauce. Our brisket and shoulder usually take about 18 hours to cook, so they're gonna be in there for a while. So we usually get them on the day before, we get them wrapped and rested, and by the time we get to our pop-up location, we're able to shred and we're able to slice and get everything ready. In the morning, we're gonna make sure that everything's all locked down in the trailer, and when we get to the actual brewery, getting all the meats out, getting everything kind of sliced up and prepped so that we're ready to go, so all we're doing is assembling food. We try to focus on the speed aspect of things because we've already spent the time doing all the quality things overnight. The meats have taken their time smoking, everything's all on point. When we get there, it's just turn and burn. One of our most underrated sandwiches on the truck, which we've named the Mother Clucker, is our pulled chicken with our Alabama white sauce, creamy coleslaw, and our garlic aioli on a toasted French roll. One of the things that makes our Mother Clucker sando so good is the white barbecue sauce. Usually we'll start out with probably about 2 cups of mayo. We do apple cider vinegar, granulated white sugar, coarse black pepper, a couple squeezes of lemon. We do a little bit of horseradish and some Creole seasoning. And we basically mix that guy up, let it chill in the fridge overnight, and it's just got that perfect amount of tang. All the textures play off each other. It sets the whole thing apart. To think about when I started sitting behind a computer doing graphic design to now, it's nice to know that people kind of recognize that truck like a symbol for the town that I grew up in. At the end of the day, it kind of makes me feel like I'm a part of something bigger than myself. I feel like everybody that has been instrumental to me getting the brand off the ground, I kind of feel like they have a piece of that with them. They feel like they're a part of that family too. And I think my staff feel the exact same way. They have a sense of ownership in it and they have a little bit more invested than just someone buying food at a fast food chain or something, you know? Today just finished. It was a hell of a night. We sold out. It's always nice to kind of get your butt kicked, you know, to go do this thing day in, day out. And now we're just gonna shut everything down, get all the dirties in the pan so we can start washing those guys. As soon as we get home, we'll fire it up again, get meats on the smoker. And kind of get this guy going, man. But it's just, you know, another day in the life, and, you know, it's just trying to find one hustle after another.